Hey, it's Dan at Out and About Angling. Today I'm on the Warwickshire Avon and we're hunting chub. It's a cold day, it's 0 degrees, just coming up from -1 now, and we're on a bread and cheese paste. Perfect for this time of year. Let's see how we get on. Oh, fish on. So where you can catch chub, and I tend to catch a lot of chub when I'm targeting barbel in the summer and autumn, I have changed my approach today because I've lightened everything up. I've gone to a £1 test curve specialist rod, but I've gone with a 2-ounce tip. So it's a nice flexible tip because I find that when things slow down this time of year and the chub aren't as active, I find they're a bit more picky when they're approaching baits and biting. I find that, and if you're fishing with like a normal barbel rod, that they can feel that resistance. So you might get a pluck at first as a bit of an indicator, but you can find that they can shy away then. Where using like a little fiberglass tip, it's very flexible, so that it does spring round and it just gives you a clearer indication of what's going on. So yeah, I've gone with an 8-pound main line because it is snaggy and you can see from around me what's going on there. After the floods, there's a lot of snags around, and I want to make sure that, like I say, potentially there is barbel in this stretch as well that I know of. Not that I've had much success with them, but you never know. You could get yourself into trouble if you're fishing too light. I've only got a 5-pound hook link on, but an 8-pound main line just gives me a chance if I do hook something a bit meaty. So we're having a go anyway. Bread and cheese paste. I'm using a link ledger setup, nice and light because I'm only fishing on the slower water on the inside, and bit of cheese paste straight on a big size 4 hook. And I'm just going to keep active today. I'm just going to rove around, give it 15-20 minutes in a spot, 3 or 4 casts max, feeding a bit of liquidised bread as I go, and I shall work my way along this particular stretch. And if nothing happens, I'll just work my way back up, and hopefully some of that feeding of bread and a bit of cheese paste might bring them into the area. So I'm having a go anyway. It's a beautiful day, very cold. You can see I've got loads of layers on. And I'm feeling all right, to be fair. I've got my winter suit on, I've got some gloves on, I've got my hat on. I'm got my thick socks on and winter boots on. I'm pretty cosy really. So I'm pretty happy to be out the house, enjoying a bit of a dry spell, and I'm just itching to catch something. Came out last week, but I haven't done as much fishing as I'd have liked. It's been very wet. The rivers have been flooded a lot. And sadly, when coming out today, there's a lot of this foam coming down. I know it's a controversial subject at the moment, but it appears that every time I do come out fishing at the moment, there is a lot of foam, which is never a good sign, I find. But I'm having a go anyway because I've been absolutely desperate, and I've got time this afternoon. Even though the weather forecast said it was going to get no higher than 1 degrees today, I thought, well, if that's going to be the case, there's only one thing for it, it's to go after the chub. Because even during the cold weather, the chub tend to feed and they give you a chance of a fish. So I've come down to a spot where, ironically, I haven't had a lot of luck when I've been barbel fishing the last couple of seasons, but Mr. Chub's always turned up to kind of make a session, and big chub at that. I've had a few over £5 from this particular stretch. So I thought I'd come on down to here and just target the chub. Well, the main approach today is lightweight. I'm hardly carrying any kit with me, just the bare essentials. I've got some liquidised bread I put through the blender this morning, a loaf of bread. And I also made up some cheese paste that's nice and hard, which was the Christmas favourite of Stilton. I'll be in trouble if the wife spots I've taken that out already. Some cheddar, a little bit of butter just to help it bind, and then the bread. And as you can see, it's really, oh, I did put some garlic salt in there with it as well. But as you can see, I then roll it up. I put it in the freezer for a couple of hours to firm it up, and it's a nice texture now to just squeeze onto a hook. And the first piece has lasted a couple of casts now, so you know the texture's just perfect. That's the approach today, hence the carrier bag, nice and lightweight. That's my the kit for today. And this is as complex as it gets today, just a link ledger setup. Saying that, I used a little, what is it, a little Quorum heli kit I had kicking around, so I thought that'd do nicely because if I want, I can give it a bit more freedom. A little bit more freedom to slide up and down. Little ledger link there, well, just using a couple of large shots, which is holding just nicely. And then that just breaks down to a bead where I've connected just a hook link, £5, onto a size 4 Drennan Specialist hook. Nice big hook. And just get a bit of cheese paste. Squeeze that around and that nicely, nice and tight that with a little bit of fit showing. And that is it. That is it. It's done the trick in the past, so hopefully it'll do it again. Well, we had 20 minutes in the first peg, about 4 casts, and no signs at all of anything, so we've just moved a couple of pegs downstream, put a bit more liquidized bread in before we left, just to leave a little trail. You can see it flowing down so we can drop back into it later possibly. I moved into the next swim and I've just gone onto actual bread. Pinch some bread onto the hook. I'm going to give that a go. Hands are pretty warm, the tips are still a bit cold. The days are really short and dark now. It's that time of year. Christmas is only a few weeks away. I find myself at night watching videos of fishing in the summer, either stuff that we've done and nice getting out there fishing for barb, or watching videos of other people fishing in the summer, and it's just already got me looking forward to that time of year next year. But as I've got older, I've learned to appreciate all the seasons a little more, so the summer fishing's graduated into enjoying my autumn fishing. I know technically we're still in autumn now, but at -3 this morning, it felt pretty wintry. So I'm trying to appreciate this time of year and the species that still feed, like the chub, and I can see myself doing a bit of roach fishing as the winter progresses, maybe a bit of predator fishing. So yeah, just really trying to enjoy getting out of the house, making the most of the daylight we do get, and especially beautiful days like this. Nice blue skies, cold as you like, but just thoroughly enjoyable being out, post just sat at home on the sofa. And I'm lucky I'm not working today, but it's good to be out. As I always say, get yourself out and about, it's nice, good for the soul. Oh, fish on. Well, we're into something. It's a chub, but it hasn't dashed for the bank just yet. Oh, here it does though, so it probably is. Oh, I can see it is a chub. Come on, you go. But it's not a bad chub at that. And there we go. The intended target, and we've got one. And there we go, swapped onto bread, squeezed on the hook. And second cast, I just dropped it down in front of me, as you've probably just seen. And yeah, there it went. Great stuff. And give me a nice little fight. Fishing on light gear, perfect. Well, I was just caught in a gaze then, staring at the tip of my rod, looking around thinking, well, we've been fishing for the best part of an hour now and haven't had so much as a knock. And you know, when sometimes you can get into that moment where you think, I'm never going to catch a fish ever again, I'm never going to get a bite ever again. And it's almost as if it read my mind. And twitch, tip of the rod went, and we were in. So we caught ourselves a nice chub, not very big, but it's a nice clean specimen, put up a good account of itself. Caught on just a bit of bread pinched around a size 4 hook. And it's exactly what we were after, so you could say mission accomplished, but I'm still hopeful that we can catch a few more. Hopefully signs that the sun's dropping down behind the hill behind me. You can see that it's a nice shadow over here now. And this particular stretch has always produced better as the sun's going down for me. There were rumours of otters here a few years ago, and it changed the feeding habits of the fish here, where fish were a little more active down by the weir in the daytime and more so at night time further down this stretch. So let's see, hopefully we can catch a few more. That would really make my day, set my weekend up nicely.